What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's been too long since I made a video. Thank you those who are still subscribed. During my little hiatus, I missed my 500 milestone marker that I had set for myself. So we did reach 500 subscribers. Thank you so much to all the new people here and to all the OGs that have been here. Thank you for that. I do have a giveaway planned. That'll be the next video, I'm thinking. Currently the idea that's floating in my head is offering a decant or 5 decants to a winner of 5 fragrances in my collection. Obviously it's not going to be all of my fragrances, but the ones that I'm willing to give a few milliliters away, you know, more than likely they're going to be my fragrances that I have 100 ml plus of. So stay tuned for that. But I feel like that'd be a nice way to give back to some of you guys, and maybe some lucky winner will get to experience some new fragrances that they haven't before, or that they haven't had the ability to. But a little bit of where I've been before we get into the video. I've been wearing, fragrances every day, multiple, still a huge passion of mine, but I was focusing a little more on dating, and dated a few ladies for the past 4 months. So I decided to focus my attention there to see if I could make something of it. But I'm gonna take a break from that for a little while and get back into content creation. Both are possible, but they also both are energy dependent, so you have to be in the mood for it all the time. So without further ado, let me show you a little bit of exciting stuff that I got recently. I was also on like a no-buy streak for a while, since I was kind of focusing my energy and money and extra things on going on dates, going on amazing dates, dinners, drinks, all that good stuff. But now we're gonna reshift and focus on buying some new things. But before we get into the most recent haul, let me kind of preface what type of shop I went into. This is a gentleman who's been selling fragrances for 30 years. Some have been in his shop for 20, 30 years, 15. I randomly walked into it. It's like a random store, they sell little trinkets, fake flowers at the front, you got t-shirts, you got random little knickknacks, and then they have a little perfume section. So me and my mom went in there one day, just walking around, and this is on the Mexican border with Texas. So, downtown shop, not many people down there have money to spend on fragrances, even if it's like a $30 one. That's technically like, if I were to buy a niche fragrance or something like that, like it's not something that's sought after. So these fragrances have been sitting there for a while, and the first one that I noticed when I went with my mom, we were shopping around, was this one. So this was the, I made a video on this already, but this was the Creed box that I had seen, Creed Royal Oud, and then turns out it was the Millesime version. So the 75 ml Millesime version, which I absolutely love. This is amazing, incredible stuff. Possible masterpiece. I don't know, what do you guys think? You smelled it? So that was my first encounter with this gentleman. And again, this is on the border of Mexico and Texas, so he speaks Spanish only. So all of our conversations are in Spanish, but he had, and I was kind of skeptical when I saw this there, I'm like, what is a Creed, vintage Creed doing in a shop like this? So I had my doubts, but I went ahead and inspected the bottle severely for like a good 20 minutes, and finally I bit the bullet and Now here we are. So that was my first encounter with that shop and with that gentleman. The price that he had, I guess when he originally got the fragrance, he had put it at $270, but pretty much everything he has there is, every fragrance is marked an extra 25% off. So I got this for this plus 25%. I think it was like $230 with tax. So I went ahead and copped that one. Highly enjoy that. Fast forward to maybe late February, early March. I went down again to visit my family. So naturally I went again downtown to explore the shop again, you know? Something to do. There's not much to do in the town, so what do? You go shop. And me, I go shop for fragrances. So I went ahead and like kind of peeked again, see what he had, because he has hundreds of fragrances there, and they're all hidden behind each other, so you might miss one here and there. But this next time I went to see if he had any more like Creeds, and he does, but it was Green Irish Tweed and some other one, but this was my second encounter with this shop. So I saw Kuros and I said, hey, can I look at it? He said, yeah, no problem. And I had smelled Kuros in the stores, you know, they're all around, but it's not the vintage stuff, or quote unquote vintage. So I went ahead and inspected, you know, the batch code down here. I typed up all the information. Turns out this bottle was from 2009. So a little older, probably a little more skanky than the new version out there, right? So I went ahead and purchased. So this was marked at 75 plus 20% off. So I don't know, 50 something bucks for vintage Kuros. I don't know if you consider this vintage, but an older bottle of Kuros, which smells incredible. Very, very masculine. Hyper masculine, actually. And dirty and perfect, to be honest. I don't think I've worn this out in public yet, but I do wear this frequently when I'm going to bed. Is that crazy? I just enjoy the smell. It's very old school, man, barbershop with a hint of animalicness, you know. But highly enjoy Kuros. And again, it's an older bottle, and got it for a great price, so I can't complain. So those were the first two encounters with the gentleman. This past weekend, I went again down to visit my parents. So it's like a 3.5 hour drive from where I live in Austin. And Sunday morning, I went. I walked around another fragrance shop that's down there that is huge. I'm gonna see if I can maybe record a video for you guys, but that shop is incredible. The only thing is his prices are very you know, fair of what is selling out there, right? Whereas this hidden gem of a spot that I have, he has his things priced when they came out, so pre-inflation, you know, pre-anything. He doesn't price gouge or anything like that. So if he priced this at, you know, 75, well, this isn't a good example. Let's get to the good examples coming up. I can't believe all of these things that I found. So first one that I was browsing and I saw Cool Water there, right? So David Off Cool Water, I saw it there. So I wasn't really seeing anything that sparked my interest. And so I asked him, like, do you have Zeno by David Off? And he's like, no. He's like, no, I don't have that one. And again, this is all in Spanish. So he's like, I don't have that one. And then, like, I was like, oh yeah, no problem. You know, it's been discontinued. It's hard to find. Yada yada. Not even 20 seconds later, he pulls up this box. He's like, is it this one? And I was like, oh yeah, it's that one. So he takes it out of the box, and the first thing he does is spray this into the cap. And the first note that I got, you know, was patchouli. And I was like, oh yes, this is great. I had been hearing so many great things about Zeno from all over the place. So the first thing I smelled was patchouli. In my head, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna definitely get that, but let's set it to the side. One, the price was incredible. Two, it smelled really great. And then three, this is an older version of Zeno, or the original, I guess, because if you could tell, the Davidoff is in cursive. So this is from the Lancaster group, just by seeing this right here. So Lancaster Davidoff, so original formula, I guess. And what he had it priced at was $46, but with his discount that he offers, you know, this came out, he offered me, he was saying this is going to be $35. Quick Google search, searched up this, you know, it's way more than 35, obviously. So I'm sold, right? And I had seen another bottle back there too, so we got two. I'm more than likely gonna sell this one. I don't know if I need two Davidoff Zenos, but we'll see. Still holding off on this. Speaking about Zeno, one, I enjoy patchouli a lot, so that was gonna be an easy pickup for me. Two, once I got home and I sprayed it again, I got reminded of something. I got reminded of Tom Ford's Beau de Jour, you know, very, very similar, but this is EDT, plus it's, I don't know, 20 plus years old, but it doesn't feel dated. This feels very modern, in my opinion. Incredible. I think they were making Zeno up until maybe 3 years ago before it got discontinued, but very, very modern, classic fragrance, incredible stuff. The only thing is, it doesn't project too much on me, but can't complain. I mean, it's an EDT, plus it's very, very old, so I'm not sure what the performance was back in the day, but good stuff, great find. So once I found the Zeno, then I really, really started looking more and more deeply into his shelves. The next thing I noticed was, and again, he has like hundreds of stuff I've never seen in my life, but I noticed a few name brands here and there, so I'll look at the name brand and I'll be like, hey, what is that one over there? So one of them was this one. So this is Must de Cartier Au Fin. So I say, can I see that? He says, yeah, for sure. So he pulls it out and pulls the bottle out. I'm mesmerized by the bottle, by the way. Look at this. Look at this very gorgeous bottle. Beautiful color. It does stain, I think, because I sprayed the box and it stained it. But just a beautiful presentation. Very, very nice, high quality glass, and some nice gold accents. So I smelled it out of the atomizer, and immediately I said, oh yes, this is great. Just something about it, very powdery. Let me see what this fragrance has. But this is a 2003 release. It's considered a floral aldehyde fragrance for women, and it has rose, sandalwood, carnation, musk, Virginia cedar aldehydes, jasmine, lily of the valley, and lavender. So luckily I was able to spray, not smell it from the atomizer, but also spray it in the box. And I had to have it, you know. Did a quick Google search as well and saw that it was selling for a good amount of money. So in my head, I'm like, is it either going to be one, going into my collection, or two, am I going to flip it for some money and buy another fragrance with it, which you know, that's always on my head all the time. Don't like to take losses. But really great fragrance. Reminds me of Guerlain's Cologne du 68 a little bit. Has a little bit of Shalimar in there. So just a really great powdery fragrance. This is a big bottle. This is a 150 ml bottle. So definitely never gonna run out of that. So that is pickup number 3 or 2 from Sunday's haul. Let's see if that can focus real quick. After I had selected the Cartier, he showed me a box that was this one. So Lolita Lempicka Al Masculine. I had always heard Lolita Lempicka for a while, and back when I bought the Creed Royal Oud, I had seen Lolita Lempicka, but it was the newer version, I guess, because when I googled it, I saw that it was readily available everywhere, so I wasn't like tempted to buy it or anything. But when he pulled this one out, I said, oh, that's different. I had never seen that green, nice bottle. Everything's cellophane wrapped, by the way, but I opened it yesterday because I couldn't help it. So everything was cellophane wrapped, brand new. So I did a quick Google search again, or Fragrantica search, and I saw the perfumer, Annick Manardo. Did not even smell it. I said, we're getting that for sure. So I said, I'm getting that, put it over there. So I did, and originally I was thinking, am I gonna, keep it or sell it? But I finally opened it yesterday. So I said, why not? Let me smell it. And this stuff is incredible. I can't believe it, but this is a very beautiful fragrance. I've worn it 2 nights in a row after my shower. But this one was launched in 2000. Perfumer is Annick Manardo, and then the top notes you have anise, licorice, violet, ivy, wormwood, and basil. Middle notes are rum, tonka bean, almond, and sandalwood, and then at the base you have vanilla, praline, vetiver, cedar, and labdanum. So just a concoction of amazing, quote-unquote masculine, scents. I had never owned a licorice or an anise fragrance, but I definitely want to explore that a bit more. Our second point, gorgeous bottle in my opinion. Just this blue frosted textured thing with an interesting shape. Very Comme des Garçons bottle, right? So very artistic bottle, but still not over the top. Beautiful gold written, or I think it's gold, but Lolita Lempicka on there. But definitely keeping this. Something very comforting about this, has a little bit of Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male Le Parfum in there. Get a little bit of booziness from D&G's The One, EDT, that has a little bit of hints of that in there. Obviously this was like the original, but just a few of my favorite fragrances of all time, I'm picking out in this, plus the new addition for me of Star Anise is just a beautiful combination, and performance is amazing. It's an EDT as well, but it performs really well. So I'm assuming they use incredible ingredients back in the day. This is from, again, 2000, or launched. I don't know when exactly this bottle was from, but I knew I had to have it. And then I just went into another little rabbit hole that there's a bunch of different versions of Lolita Lempicka, so I need to explore that a bit more and see if I can get a few more in my collection, but only for a good price. I'm not gonna pay premium if I don't have to. Alright, and then last pickup for Sunday was this one, which I have not opened yet because I'm considering either selling it or keeping it. I did do a quick video search on this one, and I saw a few comments on Robe's video. Rich Mitch, I think you'll appreciate this find. Let me know, should I open it and enjoy it, or hold on to it and sell it? But he pulled out another thing from the back that I hadn't even seen at all, because I hadn't bought the other Cartier, right? And he pulls up this. So Cartier Roadster, something I had never heard of up until Sunday. Still wrapped. Price is, great. So again, $55 USD plus 25% off. So I don't know, what's that? 40 bucks, 40 something bucks. This is a 1.6 ounce bottle, named after the Cartier Roadster watch. And I researched the notes on this one as well, along with the prices online, and I knew I had to have it just based on the notes and the prices, in case I'm gonna sell it. But this is a minty fragrance, from what I'm aware. Very, is it fougere barbershop-ish? So just another masculine fragrance. But that concludes the haul. Let me know what you guys think. Again, these are all found in a random shop. The guy's been selling fragrances for 20 plus years, he told me. When he got them, he priced them what they were priced and never increased the price ever. He includes 25% off, so can't go wrong with that. I was trying to work a deal on if I bought more things, would he give me more discount, but he said, no, I can't do that, sorry. And I said, no problem. Like, I'll just get these, and we'll go on our way. I will be visiting him again in a month, if all goes well. I'm gonna see if I can record a video for y'all, and if something catches your attention, maybe I can proxy it to you. But again, I will be visiting him soon. Another one that caught my attention was Celine Pour Homme. So the original Celine fragrance that's in this like square bottle. It has the words Celine, like CELINE or something like that. But that was a woody, fresh fragrance. That perfumer was also Monique Monardo. So I was very tempted to get that one as well, but I had already been spending, a bunch of money on these. I mean, it's not a lot, but I didn't want to keep adding on. But if you have smelled Celine by Monique Monardo, should I get it next month? What do you guys think? That one was a really good price too. I think it came out to around like, I don't know, 40 to 50, somewhere around there. But let me just show you all. I don't know if I should show you all this, but here is kind of my ticket on Sunday. So the first two at 35 were the David Off Zenos, and then there was another one for $34.50, which I'm thinking is Lolita, I think. Yeah, I think it was Lolita. That was 34 bucks, so wow, incredible. And then the most expensive one that I had was the Cartier for 52, and then the Cartier Roadster for 42. So what y'all think of my hidden gem of a time portal store? It's like walking into history. Incredible stuff. I'll try to record a video for y'all, and let me know if I should open up the Cartier Roadster over here. Alright guys, stay tuned for the giveaway. Sorry for this long video. I'm glad to be back. See you soon.